Yeah.
Y'all gotta come in, y'all with the fight. They counted it.
I learned today.
Kate, you were always too light to be a friend. Like what? I've always been scared of midgets. Like what? That's super crazy.
That's you though. You scared of midgets. Why you gonna put up him?
And real, because he's a midget. So like, I'm scared of him. Can I get on camera at some point?
No,
it's just me today. No,
everybody but you.
This nigga is wild, bro.
All right, this is a new setup. This is gonna take me. We should have practiced this before.
The nigga that said we just gonna hit the live button.
That guy
Didn't practice at all. He said, "Y'all ready? Let's go."
This is a discombobulated episode.
It's going to be for a second.
Okay, let's go.
We back, yo, for real. We back another week of Aries Lounge. Technically it's supposed to be the last Aries Lounge for the year. But depending upon how they feel, we might pick up one more next week. But like after that, we definitely down, baby. Technically, we're not supposed to be here next week. But anyway, yeah, man, I got the whole team in the building. You know what I'm saying? Got Cuzzo behind the boards.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Got Pill in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What up?
This nigga, yo, this is the third week in a row. Got the fly sunglasses. I'm happy, yo, my man. Yo, he leveling up, yo. Nice haircut. Yeah, I mean, got his outfit fresh. He even got new sweatpants. I ain't never seen them sweatpants before. That's crazy.
Niggas all white. I don't like white.
Nah, I feel you. I got an all white Crenshaw hoodie that I refuse to wear because I'm so scared something gonna get on it. But I feel you. The only thing I do is white t-shirts, and they all ruined. And the only reason why I'm wearing this now is because I have this my grandmother's old fabric from her couch. They wove it into a jacket in China and sold it back to me for $17. Sheen. So yo, we got the queen in the building, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Kate?
Here, fuck it is, dummy.
You know.
Fuck it is stupid.
Kate Badu out this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all coming up with some good ones tonight. Pew.
Yo, facts. Oh my God. So what y'all been up to this week? What's everybody been doing? Kate, yo, what you been up to this week?
Sure, just work and whatnot.
Word.
Yeah.
Hot dates and all that.
Unfortunately.
Damn. Wait a minute. So unfortunately you had a date and it was hot. So that was a bad
thing? Nah. That the actual the date wasn't so bad. I was
damn.
I was talking to this one guy. He was getting on my nerves this morning before I came in. Yeah, but the day wasn't so bad. It was real chill. We got some foods. We watched some anime. We smoked. We talked and whatnot.
Ooh, talking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love deep convo.
Touching,
I forgot.
Talking,
I got an update for y'all today. I went on a date. I forgot. I went on a date the day after the pod.
How was that?
Crash and burn. But it's a great crash and burn. So like it's great. It's pod worthy crash and burn.
Okay.
Crash and burn. Great crash and burn.
It's a great crash and burn.
Well, how is it a great? What makes the crash and burn great? That's what I'm not understanding.
I want to wait until we get the intro done and then we can get into it. Because I want to hear about what you did this week. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't want you to wiggle out of this, nigga. What's up? What's up? How was your week? Where you been? Where you been? What you been doing?
Where you been traveling to?
What country you been to this week? You know?
So this week, right? I got in my car.
Yeah.
I drove all the way to BWI Airport. 5 times. 5 whole times I went to BWI Airport.
5 whole times.
Yo, when I say that 8 hours was lit, I'm trying to tell you. That 8 hours on the clock, shorty, that shit was crazy. The greatest 8 hours I ever spent in my entire life on work. You know?
With the sunglasses, I believe it. Like you just Yo, you just made work seem so much like a country club.
Yeah.
Yo, I want to come down there. Yo, where's y'all?
It was jumping. Everybody driving back. I mean, coming back from vacation. I mean, it was busy.
Damn,
Sure.
Christmas holiday niggas come back on vacation.
I ain't
That's
even
crazy.
going to BWI.
Nah, Thanksgiving.
No bitches touch on my body at TSA.
If you knew the type of bitches that was touching on niggas at the TSA, you wouldn't want to say that out loud.
Yeah, they do that.
I ain't never.
And then the crazy part is, it wouldn't be a chick, it'd be a dude.
It'd be a dude touching on your body at the TSA pre-check. Oh shit. Oh man. Let me no disrespect. Let me not say that, yo, because I don't want niggas to get mad at me. Like, I will fuck most of y'all for real. I just wouldn't tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? The TSA chicks. Like, I love all of y'all. I think.
And then when y'all told me it was men, I left it alone.
Yeah, I'm strictly talking to the women. I'm not saying nothing to the dudes. And Kate is losing all of her precious items.
Then all you do is you just add them to the X-File list. So.
Yeah, which is pretty extensive already.
Shout out to the X-File list.
Fact. Shout out to the X-File. All right, so I'm telling my story before we get into the rundown, or we gonna do it afterwards?
I don't know, because is it gonna match the topic? I feel like it sounds like it.
It's not gonna match no topic.
All right, so go ahead. Let's start with you.
Let me hear it.
Go ahead. Let's talk about.
So, all right, we go to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Some place called Banditos.
That sounds familiar. How was it?
It's behind the White Marsh, the movie theater in White Marsh.
Benji's. No,
Benji's.
I don't know what. I don't know. I heard the bees. Never mind. Go ahead.
I'm talking about the AMC in White Marsh, where they got the two strip malls. I look at it like almost two strip malls. You got the strip mall where never mind. So anyway,
as you can hear, I never been there before.
Oh, you over there in the avenue?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
So we went to Banditos, which is a Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
We had dinner. Wasn't that good? It was her suggestion, so I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as she happy, I'm happy. So anyway, we was going to the movies, but we went to dinner first. So we went to see Venom. Shout out to Venom.
Oh.
So after we eat, we got like maybe 30 minutes between like when we ate and movie time. So strike number one, I'm like, she really liked the little ice skating thing. So we walk past the ice skating thing, we go inside because I don't like being out in the cold, which I specifically said when we walked out in the cold. It's cold. I hate when it's cold. I want to retire to somewhere sunny. I had this whole conversation while we walking through the cold to go into the warm place. So we go inside, we go to the bar. We standing out in front of the bar because the AMC got a bar. So technically strike one was, she was like, yo, you want a drink? I said, man, I would love a drink. She said, well, go to the bar and get you one.
That's right.
I said, you paying for it? And she gave me the stank look like, the fuck? Like, look, you know what I mean? So I was like, I follow up again. So you buying? I mean, you suggesting it? No, I'm just saying, you look like you wanted something to drink. You know what I mean? We standing over here, like, go get you something. So you're not, all right, cool. So
that was a weird suggestion if she wasn't going to pay for it or not get something like, hey, I'm thirsty. You want something to drink?
Do you want something to drink?
Like, hey, we thirsty. You know what I mean? But if you just thirsty, yeah, it's over there.
Oh, she was just directing and leading the situation. So she was waiting for you to say, yeah, I'm going to get a drink. You want a drink? She was waiting for you to flip it back around.
That was stupid. If she wants something to drink, she should have just said the shit.
Thank you.
No. It's called reverse
psychology. No.
And that shit don't work.
This is why dating's stupid. That's why I hate it.
That's what you
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate.
Dumb as shit.
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I didn't agree.
See, just like these salted ass pretzels, y'all need to stop allowing this shit.
I didn't say I didn't agree. I'm just telling you how mine work.
Call back.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I got a little annoyed, but I'm used to it. It's whatever. So I ain't tripping. Then she like, I want to go back out to the ice skating. Like, for what? I want to see the kids out skating. So I'm like, all right, mind you, I already gave you a speech why I don't like being in cold, but all right, let's go back out here because this is what you want to do. So we go, and then she started telling me, nah, like, it's like heaters over there. You can sit and it'll keep you warm. And all right, let's do it. So we get out there. Guess what?
No heaters.
No, they was heaters.
Oh.
But guess what?
What?
There's 200 niggas out there.
Yeah.
So ain't no space to get no near to no heater. It's niggas on the side of the heater, in front of the heater, on top of the heater. There's little babies crawling over top of their parents over their head.
Nah, I want to heat it to myself. Fuck that.
So then we just standing outside.
In the cold.
So now we just we standing out in the cold, watching a bunch of kids skate around in a circle, and they falling over and little stuff. All right, cool. If that's what you're doing, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you. I'm standing there. So then she say, "Why you just standing there? The fuck is else there to do?"
She want you pulling some skates.
That wasn't gonna happen.
I was just about to say she was
wants
ready
to
for you to say, "Hey, you want to go skate?"
I said, "All right, she already know the answer to that question was no."
Yeah, it was definitely.
That's
real Delulu.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Real Delulu.
You know what I'm saying? So then we go to the movies. We go. We leave. And she made a nigga a Thanksgiving plate, so shout out to her.
Hey,
she got like 2 more points over my cousin. You know, that's about it. But she lost mad points.
Man, what happened to those plates?
Yeah, what?
That your cousin was supposed to get you.
That's not even.
I'm just wondering, you know.
Don't bring up. Don't open up old wounds. You know what I mean?
I didn't realize y'all was talking about being so I was like, oh, shit, this nigga ain't good. I was like, wait a minute.
Come on, man. You gotta keep up, man. You gotta keep up
with these conversations.
No, I was locked into the cup. I'm just locked in.
Yeah, no, you gotta.
So, right now, mind you, this date like 5.
Mm.
This ain't date 1 or 2. We've been on some dates.
Yeah.
We've been having this whole back and forth about a kiss. So, like, she go. Now, mind you, this is my first time going to a crib, so I go to her crib. You know what I mean? I park. Then she told me, "Don't park. Don't park. No, just double park in front of my door."
That's right.
Oh, that's the sign of saying you're not coming in. Cool.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
that's
fine.
Which I'm cool with. I
Yeah.
wasn't tripping because you're a little dusty kid in there. I don't want to see that nigga.
Right.
So, so then she bring the food out. You know, I lean in and try to get that, and she's still doing it. Then she used the excuse of, "Oh, I'm sick. I don't get nothing about that fucking sickness. Come here."
You've been out the whole day. Why you just now telling me at the end of the day you sick?
No, she mentioned something before. It was like a little whatever. I wasn't tripping on that.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, all right, cool. 1, 2, 3 signals. All right, we looking at a bad situation. So all right, I leave. I go home. I'm not tripping. So then I'm like sitting there in the truck. I'm driving back. I'm like, I need to communicate. This something is going on. I just kind of need to have an understanding because in my gut telling me she really not feeling me like that. I just feel like she using me because I'm paying for all the meals. I come up with cool stuff for us to do. You ain't got no life. You ain't got shit going on. Yeah. You know, you just work and got a kid, and you know, I'm able to go and do shit for you. I guess you either don't want to do by yourself, or you I don't know. So I get home and I call Shirley. I'm like, yo. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, are you feeling me? Do you like me? Or what's going on? I'm like, cause I'm just not understanding where we at. It's like we've been on a bunch of dates. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I'm like, you ain't kissing me. I'm like, it just seemed like I was like, I just don't feel like something just not connecting. What's going on? Yeah. She said, you cool. I'm saying, excuse me? I said, no, you're not answering my question. I said, right. Do you like me? And she was just like, I don't know you. Nigga, we've been talking for 2 months. We've been on 5 dates. We done spent mad time together. I don't know. And then she like, I said, so you don't like me? And she's like, I mean, you cool. I just don't know you. And it's going to take me a while. And I'm like, take you a while to what? She was like, I mean, kissing, that's all intimate. Like, yeah, it's like, I don't know you like that. Right. So I said, interesting. So what you saying is that I'm like, I don't understand. So what's the plan here? So what are we doing? No, we just need to keep, I mean, we trying to build a friendship. Now, mind you, in my mind, I've been out with Pill, known Pill 10, 15 years. I've known Kate 10, 15 years. We go out. You might say you got a drink. If I say, yo, I only got $20 left and I might have paid for something earlier, what you gonna do? Yo, I got you. Yeah. My nigga, I got you. Ain't gonna drink. In my mind, if we friends, I'm saying if we separate the relationship part from the friendship part, if you saying that we trying to be friends, then you would operate on a friendship level, on a basic level. It should be a certain level of respect.
I feel like as adults, that should be communicated at the end of the day.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Especially like communicate, be transparent and shit.
hope you're not burning up.
Oh,
Please don't
no,
burn the building up.
Yeah. So,
They trying to tell me pass it to you.
Oh, nigga, why you don't just say that?
I had this shit going.
Yo,
slick
try
as
to be
fuck,
discreet.
Y'all was in
The question is, so how you gonna get it to me off camera, on camera? Yo, just give it here, yo. Give it here, yo. Yeah. Go ahead, Kate.
Hey, yo, but at the end of the day, as adults, we just need to be transparent about what we're looking for. I feel like me personally, like I'm a person that's looking for friendship. Like I state that on my profile. I'm on like conversation. I'm saying, hey, I'm looking for friendship. Depending on how things go, I might be open for something else. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm operating on a friendship level. And if by day one, if we ain't cool, if there ain't no connection, by day one, you ain't my friend. Like we go out, it's not popping, like nah. But by friendship date 2, I'm hanging out with my friend. I'm hanging out with my homie. So we trying to build a friendship on date 5. That's weird to me.
So it's
you still trying to get to know somebody, but you know my parents' name, you know what I do,
that's
you
weird.
know I'm like there ain't no way. I'm like on a basic level. I was telling her, I said, you know me better than 99% of the world. Only less than a percentage of the world knows who I really am. You still have more information than 99% of the world. So technically, you do know me. Now, is it on the level that, you know what I mean? That it's like some super intimate thing. Like, what the fuck you need my blood type at this point? Like, what else you need?
No, it sounded like y'all were just on two different y'all minds were in two different places. It sounds like she needed a friend or want a friend, and you were looking to take it into a different level. You might have scared her with trying to lean in with the.
Nah, that's not true. Because we was very clear from the beginning. My intentions are always clear. We are dating. I'm trying to get married. This is what I'm trying to do. We had them conversations, so there was no misunderstanding. I'm not about to be spending money, and there's not very clear understanding where I'm going and what I'm trying to do. So like that shit wasn't, and even the whole kissing thing was discussed multiple times where it was just kind of like, all right, whatever. So anyway, Fame said, "Oh, everybody got fly glasses on today." Yes, we do.
I feel like we always do.
That's a theme for this show now.
Actually, yeah. Like every show, we all had different glasses.
Different glasses on.
Yeah.
All right. Fame say, "Oh, this is my new relationship show. Jay talking, taking the podcast pop me seriously." I don't know what that means. I'm gonna let you ride on that for right now. So anyway, all right. Getting back to the original point I was trying to make is with this thing. I had the conversation. We didn't argue. I let her make her points, and then I actually changed the conversation. We just started talking about regular, everyday shit. We was always cool. Like, we could talk on the phone, laugh, joke, have a good time. Cool. So then, like, once I hung up from her, I was pretty much like, all right, I'm done. But it's up to her to, like, make the next moves. Like, I done already extended a bunch of energy. I done already had discussions with you. I ain't talked to her since. Right. She ain't calling me. I ain't call her. It's like, whatever. Right. So I feel like at the end of that phone call, she knew what it was. Like, you know what I mean? We on the same page of whatever's supposed to happen. But that's dating life. Honestly, I'm happy I'm able to get to these points faster to where, like, that's funny. To start recognizing, is there something really going on or is it not? And if it's not, let's just get out of here. I just don't like the fact that people will use you for their low personal entertainment. And it's really messing it up for other women, because now I'm be so in my bag where I be just like, I don't want to pay for the first date. I don't want to pay for nobody on no first date no more. I'm gonna just be in my space where I'm like, nigga, let's meet at a coffee shop. Our first 3-4 getting togethers need to be, look, you get coffee, I'm gonna get coffee, because you ain't about to spring that whole $20 latte bullshit on me, because then when I throw this shit in your face and I get a thing for fucking scolding you or something, I'll be in jail. But I just really don't like being used, and I don't like how women use that real slick shit. I just don't like that shit, bro. Like, just on a basis, I'm like, you couldn't buy a drink, a singular drink. That shit really, that was the moment that really pissed me off. Like, God damn, nigga. And she had just been bragging on the phone the day before, talking about how she make more money than me. I make more money than you, and I got this. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
You lit like that?
Oh, damn.
And then 30 minutes later was asking me if my mom could put her son on the Secret Santa list. Oh, my son need presents. I mean, I bought him a tablet, but he need a bike. Can your mother get him a bike?
No.
Bitch.
Bikes are expensive.
Pay $100. I mean,
people around for
somebody's friend. Well, you're not even friends. She said that.
That's a fact.
Yeah, she
but
said,
you know how to ask for something for your son, don't you? Wow.
Can
like,
your mama spend $100 for my son, but we trying to build a friendship? That's wild as hell.
It's not for his benefit, it's for her benefit.
It's for her benefit. Right.
I really don't like that because I feel like with me, like if I'm genuinely trying to date somebody romantically, I don't get that type of treatment because of people playing games like that. But me, like when I'm going on a date, I'm fully anticipating like I might have to pay for myself. You know what I mean? But
and it shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, it's fucked up. But it's just like people take advantage of people so much. It's hard to be vulnerable. It's hard to trust somebody.
Right.
It's hard to be genuine. You know what I mean? Like it sucks.
Yeah, people only come around for their benefit, not the benefit of others. There's some selfish shit going on out here in the world, and the more people be selfish, the more selfish energy you get back. That's what it is.
It's just people don't know how to deal with their own trauma. This is part of that.
That's a whole nother situation.
That's a whole nother thing.
People got to grow up from their traumas. They got to be able to face their traumas and then learn from their traumas. But people are not learning from their traumas. They're keeping all that shit inside and then putting it off on somebody else. And that's giving somebody else a headache because you living in your own traumas. It don't work like that.
Damn, trauma bonding. All right,
we did a show like that already.
No, I know. I wasn't trying to go back down that route. I was just trying to whatever. Hey, hit that video that says recipes. Add it to the screen to your left, sir. It's it. There it is. There it is. You just went past it.
Black women to death. You're all the greatest people on the planet, but I'm sick of you just dying with these recipes, right? I've been asking my auntie for the peanut butter fudge recipe for 15 years, dog. Going on 15 years, 13. I've been asking her since I was 15. I'm 28 now. She won't give it to me. And my brother picked up that stupid ass habit. He died with the crawfish boil recipe. Stop doing that dumbass shit. Write it down on a piece of paper and give it to somebody. What the is wrong with y'all? God damn. It ain't that deep.
It ain't. All right, you can take it off the screen. My esteemed panel. I'm gonna let y'all go first before I go off, yo. Who want to jump in? Pill, where you at?
Listen, I 100% agree with that. Now it's one thing if you don't care or don't inquire about those recipes, but if you inquiring about the recipe because you're serious about keeping that recipe going, then yeah, give it to me, or give that shit out. Like don't untuck the hot. Untuck the hot. Let me get some of that juice too, man.
No, that's a fact. Kate, where you at with it?
I mean, I guess like I don't know. Like I be cooking up some shit, and I don't be writing shit down. But I guess don't nobody be asking me for nobody be like, oh, what's the recipe? They be like, oh, can you cook it for me? You know what I mean? So maybe that's coming from the opposite end of the show. Like I don't write shit down.
It's coming.
Hold up. What, Kate? Huh? When the last time you cooked for us? Yo, wait a minute. Hold up. I'm sitting here thinking like,
see?
It's been long. Yo, it's time for Kate to get back in that kitchen, man. Look, I need
Kate get back in the kitchen.
I need you to whip something up for your boy.
He ain't asked for no recipe.
See?
He said,
I want you to give me the recipe after.
Like,
I need to make sure I like it first before I get the recipe.
No,
I just gonna start doing me recipes for some shit I ain't even tried.
Fame did. Well, damn, Kate, let me get some recipes.
Yo, but I'm gonna say it like this: like there was only one real recipe that, like, when my grandmother passed away, it hurt me because I ain't get a chance. Now, mind you, I'm not feeling like she was gatekeeping, but I feel like it was more. Nobody was thinking about it, and then when she passed away, we all collectively was like, "Fuck!" Like my grandmother used to do the dopest dumplings. Her chicken and dumplings used to be crazy. So when she passed,
nobody had the recipe.
Yeah, I was like, "Yo, so how we do this chicken and dumpling?" And then I got 4 different answers with 4 different recipes, and I'm like, "All of y'all niggas is trash." So like, like my dad's be too thick, and they be clumped together. Wow. It's not fluffy and light, but also still having, my grandmother's shit used to be the bomb for real. So now I'm like mad about that. But and then I got an uncle. He used to have his own barbecue spot, Fat Boy's Barbecue, right there on the top of North Avenue. He used to do the best brisket, and he used to do dope ribs with this really, really great sauce. And I don't remember what the hell it was, bro. Like he passed that, but once again, it was a scenario where I don't think niggas was thinking about it.
Yeah.
They come up with some dope shit. You just enjoy it. You know that's your people's thing. And then when nobody, like you said, nobody wrote it down or was like, yo, make sure that's yours. It's just gone when he gone. So I'm like, dang. So but I've heard people like outside family members, people like that be like, yo, I got this secret recipe and I don't want nobody. And I'd be like, bro, you put it somewhere so somebody can, you know what I'm saying, use it. I feel like that's a part of our culture. That's a part of family culture. Like when we used to a certain thing and niggas love having it and that's just a part of us. Like it should stay in the family. There should be a designated family chef or something like that. Yo, we gotta have family elections, like, or who's gonna be the official family chef?
It's a generational thing. Though. I don't think people these days care about it because a lot of people don't cook these days. So where we looking at it like, yeah, we need that. But this generation nowadays, they don't cook, so they're not looking for the special recipes. They just looking for somebody to cook for them. They don't care what it tastes like. They're just looking for somebody to cook for them.
They're just looking for that love, you know. But for real. Yeah. Like I said, we are the ancestors. We have to start passing shit down. You took it as an age thing, and I'm like, nah. I mean, like, you know, we have to teach.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I try to teach this nigga. He don't never want to hear it.
See, generations
just be. He be like, yo, you be like, call me when it's done. I be like, God damn.
I appreciate you know what I'm saying. Like you be doing your thing and shit. You ain't the greatest cook to be trying to pass no recipes. Like, you cook good enough to survive.
But I'm better than you.
No, right.
Look, I wasn't trying to tell you I was gonna put you on some gourmet shit. I'm the expert on survival food. I'm the expert at cook the shit and put it all in the same bowl.
I'm the expert at I'm gonna get some shit that tastes good that I can afford. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. He said he don't like the way it tastes. I get it.
I just said I ain't want a recipe.
Got you. All right, let's go to the video because to the left, the no sex.
Interesting.
Yeah, right.
$500,000 a year. You can't have sex. That includes masturbation and oral sex. The only thing you can do is soak once a month. The abstinence has to be continuous. Once you break the cycle, the money stops. How long are you lasting?
I'm not. I will become a pastor. I will be in the church every day. Thank you, Lord, for all this money I'm about to receive because I can do this for at least 5 to 10 years.
You can soak once a month.
I'm not even going to do that.
The temptation of soaking?
Not if I'm buried in the book of the Lord.
I'd probably become
covered by the blood.
A power lifter because I would have to put that energy somewhere.
That's why you ain't going to the gym no more.
Who ain't going to the gym?
You can bust so many nuts that you don't need strength.
I do both.
Yeah, realistically, I'd give myself 2 years max.
I give myself 1 year. I'll be shaking like a fiend.
Word. I'll be first nut back. You actually might pass out.
I break my back.
You'll black out.
You can cut it.
So what? It was
$500K a month for your abstinence.
Oh, a month.
But you can't jerk off. You can't. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing sexual.
You're only allowed to do what?
Soak, meaning you can soak in a tub once a month.
That's what I thought they was saying. I was like, soak.
What I'm doing?
So I can't take a bath regularly?
I mean, I don't know.
Why am I soaking? What's the pleasure in me soaking?
No, right?
I don't know.
I feel like that would piss me off more.
That would hit that.
Like, what the fuck?
Because I'm hot bath is gonna make you hot and bothered.
Yes. I'm sitting in this tub and I'm looking at it and I can't touch it.
No, right?
The fuck?
I'm feeling the warmth.
Can't touch myself. This is some bullshit.
I'm like, for real, like, I've been celibate for a minute, but I'm like, masturbating's gonna be a thing. Like, I can't masturbate. Like, that's crazy. But knowing that I have money coming in, I feel like that would help motivate me. Like, that's passive income for real.
$500K is enough to keep me off my dick. Pause. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not touching it. And now, the next question, the follow up is, how long could you hold it out?
If we like right here, right now, I could maybe do like maybe a year and a half, maybe.
Fuck that.
Not like I said, I've been celibate for a year, like,
Fuck that.
and like knowing I got money coming in, like just not touch. I can figure out something else to do.
Fuck that. I mean, and that's the thing. You would literally have to figure out something to take your energy away from one of it. Like, it's like smoking. Like, every time you got to replace it with something. I mean, when you're trying to quit something, it's kind of crazy to me. Nah, I don't even see me going. I don't see it.
I could do that shit.
I
For
could use the money.
I hate to say it, but I could probably do that shit for the rest of my life and be.
I could use the money.
I mean, but no, I mean, like literally, I feel like if I could do a year, I'm good. I just do a year, cause like just imagining. All right, so it's 12 months divided by 2 is 6, so that's $6 million. I'm good, nigga. I can live a great life off of $6 million. Niggas can make it crack, and then like blow it all on cocaine and hookers and shit. Like what I mean, that'd be cool.
I think like if you in a relationship or you like actually like dealing with somebody, I feel like it would be difficult. Mm-hmm. But like since I'm not dealing with nobody, like it's easy peasy for me. Like I said, I've been doing the shit. So
I feel like that would be the perfect time to date when y'all like completely, there's no sex, there's no nothing. And then that way you would really pure, if somebody were to genuinely come along and want to have that pure bond, that might be some crazy shit. Because when y'all actually fuck, it'll be like you said.
This is on them popping, yo.
I could probably give you a solid 3 months.
He said, "All I need is 1.5, nigga."
I can probably get you a solid 3 months.
Damn,
make me some money.
Damn, that's. I respect you though. I respect you. You really come in. You being honest about it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna beat my dick.
Fuck that. At least I'm even out here with something.
At least. And it takes
the fuck is a bath?
A soak. Soak and do what?
That's weird.
Why is that the one thing to make you upset? Like out of all the stuff they were saying, he gets so mad about the soak.
Because as he said that's all you can do. That's it.
Like,
once a month you can soak. What the fuck am I doing? What is that? What is that doing for me?
That's stupid.
Good question.
That was crazy.
Bring your mic a little closer to you. No. All right, Pill, take it away. Why communication is important? Or you had a question that we put in the group chat.
Oh. So what did I do this week? Oh, I had a doctor's appointment. So I had a doctor's appointment, and I asked about therapy. You know what I mean? And she was just explaining to me. She was like, it's good that you're asking about it. I recommend therapy to everybody. Blah, blah, blah. So for years, I've been back and forth about going to therapy or why I should do therapy or whatever case may be. And everybody's been giving me, feedback, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm back at thinking about it again. It's just like, again, I'm still fighting myself on it. Now, another conversation that was had was, smoking. She was telling me, she was asking me about smoking, vaping, and things like that. She was like, you want to quit? Would you like to quit vaping? I said, yeah, I don't see why not, And she was like, well, the question she asked me was, she said, well, do you think gum or patches would help you? I said, no, I don't think so. I don't think gum or patches will help me because it's the fixation of seeing something blow out. And the pause.
There you go.
Pause.
You can't have a regular ass conversation.
It's my fault. I should have said pause. That's my fault.
Jesus.
It's a fixation of just having something blow out and the fixation of your arm movement. Pause. Now, yeah, right. No. So she was like, so that's another reason why you should go to therapy, because therapy can help you with that. Maybe it's something locked in your mind that, keeps you, wanting to smoke or whatever the case may be, and they can unlock that for you or help you unlock it or come to a reason why you have this, whatever, this moment that you're having, whatever, this addictive moment that's going on. So I guess I'm looking for just feedback on therapy at that point, I guess.
Ooh, Kate, you want to go first, or you want me to go first? All right. Therapy is great for. I tell people it's an impartial point of view on personal stuff. Like, it's hard to run a business if you in it. Like, if we on the pod, it's kind of hard to see the perspective of the outside. We in it. So it takes somebody from the outside to say, well, this is that. Just look at your life the same way. You are in your life, living your life. You have intimate relationships with your friends, your family, your girl, your children, and you're the one in the relationship. So it's kind of hard to see how your actions may be affecting them, how their actions are affecting you. You know what I mean? And because we are in a generation where everything is moving so quickly, we don't have time to recover from stuff be happening. You lose a family member, the funeral come, niggas right back to work. You know what I'm saying? You break up, you get in a relationship, you fall out of a relationship, you just get up and you go back to work. And like so many things happen that really are impacting you, but you don't even notice it because it's survival. Everything is the bills is coming, rent is due, phone bill due, this is happening, that's happening. Like there have been I've been to 3 funerals this year, 4 funerals. Who the fuck? I've lost really close relatives this year. You think I really had time to sit there and go boo-hoo, take a day off, take a sabbatical?
Right.
You know, like what other people in other cultures get to do. Like, I'll be listening to these white folk and they be like, yeah, I took a month off and I went on I went out to Europe and I went hiking in the mountains for 6 months, or I did a year. And I'll be like, I don't know, not one nigga that I know that had the opportunity to find themselves, to figure out who you are. Think about it. If you always trying to pay the bills, can you really tell me you've actually sat back and figured out what you want to do with your life?
Right.
What makes you happy?
Right.
What makes you sad? Like, you're not taking that time. So therapy is that opportunity, is that technically it's an organized time period where you get to have an outside observer help you sift through the muck and mire of your life and get an understanding of it. Like,
so my constant argument is if I don't like to talk to people about my everyday life, why would I talk to a complete stranger about my everyday life?
Because I'm not under any legal obligation to keep your shit secret. That person is legally obligated to never talk about nothing that you do or say.
But that person don't know me from Adam and Eve.
Right.
Don't know that person don't know.
And that makes it even more special. There's no intimate relationship.
Yeah,
so what the fuck do it matter? You tell this person something, they by law can't talk about it. They can't, they can't divulge any of this information. And y'all don't have no connection. That, you know what I mean? Once you leave the office, y'all don't interact with each other. So I feel like it's a safer space.
It's a safe place.
So that you can develop the ability to communicate and deepen the relationship between you and your friend. I feel like that's something you need to talk about with a therapist. Like, why you don't feel comfortable with the people that are most closest to you. You can't tell them nothing. Why you can't tell them nothing?
I feel like therapy is good for people. I personally, I feel like I would be open to it, but I like personal self-discovery. I read a lot of books. So I do a lot of shadow work and stuff like that. I like the self-discovery, but pretty much therapists are there to help get those questions, this is why this, it helps, it's like a trying to figure out you, why do you react these way? Why do you do this? It's really good to kind of help figure out yourself. It's very rewarding. It's good with grief, I feel like I'm so grateful that I've kind of went through things. So now that I go through it again, I know how to handle it better. But sometimes, sometimes you don't always have that opportunity. You don't have those connections all the time where you can discover yourself. So sometimes going to a therapist is that's what it's good for. To help figure out you, to help make you happier.
That makes sense.
Not necessarily being dependent on something else, self-worth, what makes me happy. I think luckily I was able to get that time during COVID. I got out of the bad relationship. We tried to stay together for a year because we just bought the house together and shit. But right before COVID hit, just moved out to Baltimore, got my apartment, and it was just me and my dog, and everything shut down. So tried to work, didn't work out, and I had a month to myself. figure out who I was, figure out what I like. We were so codependent. So I didn't know what I like to do on my own. Like it was always like a us thing, our friends, you know, we were a unit. We were always together, you know. Now it was just me. So I started reading I think the first book was like the Art of Being Whole or some shit. It was a really good book. And so now I'm like reading book about triggers. Like I said, I do shadow work and stuff like that. So like what makes me like, you know, what makes me sad, how to handle that sadness. You know what I mean? So that's what therapists are good for.
Yo, and living alone is such a
I love
it's such a it's such an educational experience. And when you've never lived alone, like you, Pill, you've never lived alone before. So you've never learned how to fully be completely independent. You've always been interdependent.
Right.
So you shutting down and being quiet is probably a component of that, because you so used to always having people around. You don't really, it's hard for you to recognize what's important to you, what's not important. Because when you live alone, you really just got 4 walls of empty space. Think about it. For the first time when you move out, everything in there is, you don't have nobody else to turn to for how it should look, what color should it be, what kind of couch you want.
Everything is on you.
Everything is on you. And
the good, the bad, the ugly.
The good, the bad, the ugly. But it's a great thing, because then you get to discover
the things that you like.
Exactly. Yo, do I want sculptures in my house? Do I want paintings? Do I want to just have blank walls?
My house is weird as fuck, and I love it.
Yeah.
I love how weird my shit is.
Yeah.
And it's me, you know. And can't nobody tell me no. I'm so proud of, like, you know, everything I've become, because I did that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think like being so independent like has helped me like grown, and like, you know, being so like, you know, I want to be a good person. You know what I mean? So like sometimes I have these relationships and they don't work out. I'm like, hey, is it something that I actually did? So let me try to figure this out. Let me try to dissect it. Like I enjoy doing that on my own. But I know maybe there's sometimes like I do need help. Like I feel like this is kind of like the year of community for me. So like I've been reaching out to people like that are kind of more like me, just to kind of have like a different perspective. You know what I mean? So it's good to reach out to other people. And I feel like if you're not really comfortable reaching out to a group of person, you can have like your own personal diary. And I think that's kind of like what a therapist is for. It's like a good back and forth. Like, okay, this is what happened today. This is how I felt about it. And they kind of give you something to like more to munch on, a mental munch.
And like, you gotta think about it. I mean, I know you, I don't know whether you've seen stuff on TV or in movies. Like therapists they're not there to have a conversation with you. They're gonna ask you, how are you feeling? You're gonna say, I don't know. Then they're gonna be like, well, they're gonna ask questions that are gonna get you to answer your own questions.
Open-ended
So
questions.
it's this open-ended questions for you to explore yourself.
Yeah.
So it's not you. I mean, you come in and talk about your problems and you talk about your concerns and you talk about your fears, but they're not there to like collect your information and to make a judgment. What they're trying to do is to get you to think about you in a different way, and then to help you see different perspectives of a same situation. Once again, which is so important by leaving out on your own, because you've always lived with people, have preconceived notions about why everything is the way it is. But when you move in by yourself, you really start recognizing, first of all, you start appreciating, damn, yo, nigga used to make me food, or damn, son used to do this, and now I gotta do it on my own. Like now I ain't got nobody. And then now you become more appreciative when you might have a roommate and they do certain things. Like I had a roommate that used to do like everything. Like me and him used to do everything together. He's the best roommate I ever had. It highlighted how much I had to overcompensate for other people. And it made me upset, and it made me not want that no more. Because I'm like, once you get a great roommate, and then because once you go by yourself, you really appreciate having roommates that do shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because when you by yourself and ain't nobody there throwing no food together, and you gotta always figure it out yourself. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Or you used to even just having noise around, and that's gone. Now you gotta figure out, damn, it's quiet as a bitch in here. You know, I don't have nobody coming in, even if, because you might even think of it like this. You might always fuss. This person get on my nerves. They noisy, or they always trashy. Guess what? that is still a comfort for you,
Right.
because it becomes a part of your norm.
Mhm.
And when that gets removed, you start realizing that, damn, either A, this is something that I miss and it's something that I appreciated, or you realize, man, I hated that shit and I'm so glad it's gone, and I never want to experience that again. And it helps you define what is important in relationships, friendship relationships, intimate relationships, family. It really helps you define what you really like versus what you don't like, and then how to set up boundaries that is welcoming for the things that you do like, but repel the things that don't work for you, and how to be accountable. Therapy is definitely about accountability too. So anyway, cool. Was there anything else you wanted to add to that before you move on? Because I think we didn't kill that shit.
I can never see me go into a situation where somebody's asking me, you know, well, how you feeling today? I could never see me go into a situation and just start spitballing, you know, the shit that's been on my mind for the last 5 or 6 years, whatever the case may be. So yeah, it would have to be a situation where they're literally pulling it out, you know what I'm saying, piece by piece. And you know, but
I feel like they would work with you to figure out what's the best way to, you know, get that engagement from you. You know, I feel like ultimately they would want you to be as comfortable as possible.
All right. And I mean, once again, it's not a scenario where they're requiring you to come in and lay out your entire life in detail. You know what I'm saying? And personally, I'm weirded out that somebody asking you how you're feeling today is so stressful that you can't give them somebody that answer.
I'm not saying,
how are you doing today? I'm not telling you. How dare you? That is my personal business.
Well, why do you want to know?
Why do you want to know? Like, the fuck? So, I mean, and if that doesn't work, there's always a strip club and just throwing monies at strippers and then giving them all your problems. I mean, that's worked out so well for many others in the past.
Yeah, I don't see how that works.
Yeah, facts. All right, so cuz go to brand, click on the brand button on the right hand side, sir. There you go, and then click on that one that says Diddy. All right, Jesus. So U.S. Sorry, you guys. That was a little slip of the button. All right. U.S. prosecutors claim Diddy is running the jail, MDC Brooklyn, and using inmates' phone time to try to contact witnesses, plant stories in media, paying off other inmates to help him filling their commissary. All right. You can take that off the screen now, sir. Thank you so much. Go to brand. And then scroll down, sir. And down. There it is. All right. Why am I bringing this up? Is because this is a topic that I've been wanting to get on, and I got to hurry up because I got a meeting in 20 minutes. Is that I want to talk about Diddy. And then y'all could jump in, but this might just be me soloing out because I know a lot of people are going to get mad at this. I grew up admiring and loving Puff Daddy. His first name was Puff Daddy, then Diddy, or whatever the fuck name y'all want to give this nigga. All right, he was bigger than life, and throughout my entire life, he's always been a constant staple of annoying shit and cool shit, gangster shit, left shit, right shit, up and down shit. He's just been a constant in my life. He's somebody that I have a huge amount of respect and love for. Him going to jail and having this situation is complex for me. I'm only bringing this up because for the 50th time, somebody has sent me something to my DMs making fun of Diddy. I laugh to a certain extent, but I don't really feel like niggas understand. That shit really hurts my heart when people be bringing shit to me thinking that I think it's funny that somebody I look up to is fucked up. Now, mind you, yes, am I angry that he beat on a girl? Yes, because I thought Cassie was hot. I feel like you should only beat up ugly bitches. No, I'm still playing. But no, the point I'm trying to make is that I felt like what he did was mad inappropriate. I don't feel like you should ever put your hands on a woman. I feel like women don't need to put their hands on men. I feel like we should all be able to operate out of love. And if you don't love each other, then, you know what I mean, separate and go your separate ways. But at the end of the day, I see the man and I see the monster. And to me, if you can love the man and y'all could appreciate and lower the man and y'all held him up in high esteem, you got to understand that the man and the monster are the same. They connected. But that does not mean that he's not redeemable. It does not mean that every component of him is the devil. You know what I mean? Like, I just, it just fucking irritates me that I keep getting messages where people keep saying, yo, here's some funny shit about Diddy, yo, fuck that nigga and all this other shit. And it's just like, nah, fuck that nigga. To me, I feel like he's another individual that has done really great things in a positive way, and has done some fucked up shit. And I'm conflicted because as much as everybody wants me to throw this nigga away, I don't feel like he deserved to be thrown away.
I agree with
you. And I'm open to being wrong. And I'm not trying to save this nigga, and I'm not trying to say that I'm with him getting out of jail and going back to the same lifestyle. No. I definitely, but it's like anytime he's tried to do anything on the side of trying to like take accountability or seek redemption, people keep, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? I think that's crazy. Now that I've said that, I would like to comment on the picture that I put on screen. What the fuck do you think was going to happen? This nigga went from broke to a billionaire on his own. He works with niggas. Hood niggas. He literally has taken hood niggas from nothing to millionaires. The Locks are not middle class niggas. These is hood niggas. You know what I'm saying? Big was a hood nigga. Like Black Rob niggas. Like he was a hood nigga. Like he has a way. He's not scared of the streets. He was in them streets. Like his dad was a street nigga. You don't become the guy you become slamming phones at the wall, beating the shit out of niggas, and then you gonna go. What you think he was gonna go to jail and quiver? No, he's a boss. He's got billions. So yes, he's gonna go into the jail and say, bro, I need your phone. I'll put $1,000 on your commissary. Why? Because I piss $1,000.
I piss $1,000.
What the fuck are y'all talking about? It's like niggas go crazy when they see a great man being great. And even though, yes, he's in jail and I don't know how y'all are feeling about this shit, but to me, it's so commonplace for me to feel like, yeah, nigga, he's that guy. You know what I mean? He's navigated so many adversities, murder attempts, losing his biggest artists, doing all of this shit. He's lost so much and has still been able to rise. I don't understand why. But anyway, which is once again goes back to the concept of why I admire somebody like that who has gone through so much and still come out on top. It honestly makes me fear actually becoming successful because I might have shit my pants once or did something and then it come out and then now I'm being thrown out of popularity because I don't fit whatever the agenda of. Do you know how many off-color inappropriate things I've said on Aries Lounge in the last 15, 20 years? Kate's probably been around for at least 200 of them. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that I deserve to die and put them in jail, throw them under the... Come on, bro. Like, nobody's perfect. The person I was 10 years ago ain't the person I am today.
Right.
Bro, I'm not the same nigga I was 10 years ago. But if I had to be now judged based off of the person I was 10 or 15 years ago, bro, I was a kid. Like, to judge a man in his 50s based off of some shit he did in his 20s is wild.
Yeah, but you know they
But
say...
I, once again, I'm not trying to take him out of here and say that I'm not trying to alleviate his whatever, but I'm just saying that's just crazy. Go ahead, Phil.
They say that everything you do in the past catch up with you.
Agree.
You know, so if you're not thinking about, well, you know, as a young man, you're not thinking about shit like that. You're not thinking about the shit you're doing will catch up with you because you're having fun. You're having fun. It's in the moment, wherever the case may be. But it's up to us as, you know, the newer generation or the older generation to now to pass that down to the younger generation. Say, hey, watch what you're doing, especially with social media out there, you know, phones, whatever the case may be. You know, watch what you're doing. Everything you do can come back to haunt you later. It's a real fact.
Kate, How you feel?
I mean, I feel like personally with Diddy, I've never really been the biggest Diddy fan. Like I've
And
like
I
some,
understand that.
yeah,
I respect that.
yeah. I like some of his music and stuff like that. But like we actually kind of started to have a conversation, like separate the art from the artist and stuff like that.
Right.
So I get where you coming from. Like I said, I'm waiting to hear everything. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it sounds like he did some fucked up shit. I've never necessarily been the fan. At the end of the day, he did some good shit, but it sounds like he's did some even worse shit. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, what's happened is gonna happen.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? I feel like, sometimes like even with R. Kelly and stuff like that.
R. Kelly's different.
R. Kelly, yeah.
R. Kelly is major league different in my book. But go ahead.
I mean, like,
which I understand. Once again, he's another person where I understand how he got into that place. I understand how all of it came together. But at the end of the day, he was wrong. He deserves to be in jail. Just leave me his music. Like, that's all. Just leave me his music, yo. Don't judge me because I love the music. But I feel like he was definitely deserving of what he got. Go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of the thing. Like, at the end of the day, like what's happening is gonna happen. Sometimes I might listen to some music. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how I feel about it. Right. I may not be like protesting and shit. Either stand like, it is what it is. I ain't got shit to do with me.
So
you know what I mean?
So with R. Kelly and Diddy being a different situation, how do you feel about Bill Cosby and Diddy?
That's what I was going to say too.
Bill Cosby is another situation that happened 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago.
But and he's also somebody I grew up as a kid.
I love Bill Cosby.
I'm talking about I was a 6-year-old with a tape deck. And I don't know who gave it to me. One of my little cousins gave me like 2 full tapes of just stand up from Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. And it was, Bill Cosby had clean comedy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it would be like childish or juvenile topics that my little kid brain could giggle and laugh at. Mm-hmm. So I literally watched every Cosby movie, all of his shows. I loved his stand up. That was another person I admired and greatly looked up to. And understood his grumpiness. I got a black dad, so I already know how grumpy old niggas be. Grumpy old black niggas is a special group of niggas, like for real. And I ain't talking about old as in 50s. I'm saying when niggas get into their 60s, 70s, 80s bag, the old niggas that make it that old, they a different level of grumpy. So y'all just gotta understand. But that shit hurt. That shit hurt like a motherfucker, bro. And I mean, yeah, he a monster.
Is he?
Yeah, yo. Giving bitches pills so that he can have sex with them.
Allegedly.
That's just ain't no alleged about it.
I don't know.
But at the end of the day, like I don't know. I mean, at the end, I understand, but I seen white people get away with way worse and then come right back out and be back to be famous. And
I
niggas
feel like they shouldn't know.
No, they should be shot in the face by gunpoint. Wow. Like, I mean, but at the end of the day, like, I get it. I'm not trying to compare. I don't want to get into that compare and contrast thing into that place. However, I feel like every person that gets to a certain level of insane fame and you weren't brought up with balance, you're going to have extremes. You know what I mean? Like, to me, am I surprised that Diddy struck a girl? No, he has been in charge for a really long time. He's been able to have very over-the-top extreme reactions to stuff, and we just be like, yay, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, that's weird. Like, there's that one video clip of him being on the phone with somebody making a deal, and then like he hangs the phone up and he like starts destroying his office. Like, I was scared watching that clip when I first saw it. I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know if I'd be comfortable working in an office with that type of person. Like, I understand you're excited. I understand you're closing deals, but this is a little over the top. Like, you know what I'm saying? However, to be that successful and be black and like deal with as much adversity as you have, I understand those extreme emotions, but it's got to be controlled. But if there's no checks and balances,
there's nobody there to check it, then it's never gonna get.
Then you got what you got. You need your dad every now and then to come punch you in your face.
I mean,
when you get too big for your britches. But if you ain't got dad to punch you in your face,
That's why he in the situation he
That's
in
why
now.
you in the situation you're in.
So that's I mean, this.
For real. You need somebody like when you start screaming at your girlfriend or you saying something out of pocket, your dad come and jack your ass up. You gonna fuck me wrong, boy. Get your shit together. And you go, oh shit, my bad.
Let me get my shit.
You know, somebody got to put you in that place. And it's kind of, and there is a point where, yo, the mom, I know a lot of women be like, I'm the dad and the mom. And I'd be like,
can't play too low.
because a nigga get to a certain size and a certain age and you can't square up with a nigga like that. I mean, unless you like on some like Taekwondo, Tai Chi, you know, mixed martial arts shit, it just don't be like that for real. So, yeah. All right. So we're gonna have to. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure. Is there any other topic we missed? Oh, you know what it is? It's time for 10 things. Motherfucking right. You all right? You ready for 10 things?
Nah.
All right. So this week is Kate's 10 things. All right, Kate, bring it home so we can get up out of here.
All right, we're gonna do 10 what did I say? Hold on. 10 pop cultural controversies.
Yep.
Thank you. I ain't feel like going back to the thing. But my first one, I was really number 10. I'm sorry, we go backwards. Yep, was that whole Will and Jada and then the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock? I'm surprised how big that shit got and how controversial that was. How much of an impact that shit made.
Right.
Yeah, that shit was big.
Yeah. Yeah. Niggas started thinking they could slap comedians. That didn't go over well.
No.
Mm-hmm. They painted like Will Smith in a whole different light and shit like that. And
you know, I you know what? There was a certain point where I liked that because I'm like, y'all, it was time for y'all to stop thinking that Will was a bitch because he wasn't. That nigga ain't 6'5" with all them fucking muscles, and y'all think that he's what? He's gonna be cowering if somebody, nigga. He's just a nice guy. Yo, he's the person that changed the perception of a nice guy. No, he's a nice guy, but he'll still fuck your ass up.
Man, he grew up in West Philadelphia, born and raised.
On the playground, I spend most of my days chilling out, maxing, relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
With a couple of guys,
up to no good.
Started making trouble in the neighborhood. He got one little fight and his mom got scared.
She's just moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
All right. Let's get back focused. Number 9, Pill.
Hey, first thing I thought about off the top of my head, and I thought this is crazy, and I'm taking it back for a second. Kevin Federline. I don't know who Kevin Federline.
That is
Britney Spears'
baby daddy.
Baby daddy. Mm-hmm. She put him on child support. That man won.
No, he put her on child support.
Yeah, he put her on child support.
Right.
He was winning.
Yeah.
That
was marked the turn of men everywhere learning that they had power.
They had power.
You too can
achieve greatness.
Get you a fly rich chick.
The YouTube movement.
You know what I'm saying? You too can get her pregnant
can
and get on child support.
Greatness, sir. You too.
So yeah, that was definitely a moment.
That was a moment.
What I will say is, for me, great moment, impactful cultural moment is the death of Tupac and Big.
Mm-hmm.
That was my definition of deep cultural moment. But that also shows the wide age gap between us all. So that was number 8. So number 7, Kate.
That's not that wide. I thought about that too. I feel like another one, you kind of brought it up too, like cancel culture.
Mm-hmm.
That became such a big thing. And I feel like that also kind of helped like put a little bit of like accountability on people and stuff like that. Like, you know, like you gotta be careful about what you say and do. Cause you know, I have a friend that's so, she's like, don't cancel me. I'm like, girl, like
she white.
Yeah.
That sounds like something a white person would say. I ain't never met a nigga in the world talking about
don't cancel
me, bro.
Niggas don't give a fuck.
Nah, cancel me, bitch.
Right? What the fuck you gonna do about it?
What the fuck you gonna do? I don't want you niggas in my business nowhere. All right, I actually like that. All right, 8, 6, Pill.
Hey, I'm gonna go with the letter crew, the alphabet crew.
What is that?
The LGBT question
the bacon,
mark.
lettuce, and tomato team.
Yeah, them. Wait. Matter of fact, let me take that back because I don't want no smoke. That's why we don't want to go there. That's pop culture. Right
he has different views.
I want no smoke. Listen, they came out. They are more unified unit. I feel like they're more unified unit than what they were before. I feel like people don't talk about them anymore because of the power that they have now. Because it's all broadcasted and media.
Okay. All right, so I have number 5. And this is definitely one of the most impactful things that happened on the internet that actually changed. I feel like this moment changed a lot of different cultures, like Kim Kardashian and Ray J sex tape.
That's funny.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out. OnlyFans culture. Like, I feel like once that sex tape came out, like, we always used to record our little videos and do our thing, but it was never felt like it was something to be put out. You know what I'm saying? Your sex tape was supposed to be your private thing. You might show your boys, you know what I mean, a little something. But for them first of all, to come out, but then for them to go, no, that's our shit. Let me copyright it. Let me trademark it. True. And then let me put it out for distribution.
True.
That changed Kim Kardashian's trajectory, dog. True. Think about it. Ain't nobody give a fuck about no goddamn Kim Kardashian until she was getting her cheekies clapped by fucking, what you call it? And then then she learned how to, I feel like she somehow parlayed this $1 million sex tape into a $1 billion world that she's built around herself. Like, and then the reason why I say that's super impactful is because now you got a whole generation of girls that look at sex work of this type as a legitimate kind of like, all right, I could do McDonald's, I could go down to the military, OnlyFans. And it'd be like a serious consideration. Let me pop this pussy to get some money. And like it'd be like the only thing that won't do, yo, I don't want Granny to see me. So if I could find a way to keep Granny from seeing my pussy online.
Your woman's voice is so deep.
It's
so gruff.
About to find a way.
It's a little scary.
You make a killing on OnlyFans. You just gotta talk to him.
It's a little scary.
Oh yeah.
Let me suck on your dick, baby. Somebody's gonna love it.
Wow, I think you should do that, and then I'll collect the cash. But you know what I'm saying? So that was another one of the things that popped in my house. Like, yo, this is definitely an impactful cultural moment that has reverberated all the way into this time period. So, all right, number 4, Kate.
Actually, it's funny that you said Kim K, because I was thinking Kanye. At first, I thought like one moment, but no, just Kanye as a whole has been
Kanye's tornado existence.
Yeah, like, it started like, from Taylor Swift, him like, stopping her, like, Beyonce had the best shit to him, like, going for president and some more shit. Like Kanye,
I would even say before that, because you got Kanye getting on national TV saying that George Bush don't care about black people. I forgot about his impeccable fashion sense that existed before the clothing line. That when he changed the culture of hip hop and how we dress.
The fact that he was like rapping, like the way he was rapping when he after his car accident and shit, like, yo, like,
he shifted the culture and what was acceptable in hip hop. Like he was one of the main components that shifted music from having a stronghold. Like gangster rap lost its stronghold on the music industry because of Kanye. Like nobody could have done it except for him. You know what I mean? Because he had solid ties with all of the most gangsters rappers because he was doing beats for them. But then getting them to come and do records for him, then he's talking about, regular shit, and then him then taking that same energy and then putting it into people like, Talib Kweli and this Lupe Fiasco, and like him taking that energy and not going, let me shine on some more gangsters. He went and found lyricists and backpackers and put energy into them. I thought that shit was amazing, bro. I think he's a living cultural, pop cultural moment for
Facts.
real. Anytime that he literally has an insane moment, he will get these blogs going, and it's pretty fucking annoying at this point. That's all I gotta say about it. So number 3, Pill.
I'm gonna go on a more somber note, and I'm gonna say the death of Michael Jackson and the death of Whitney Houston. I feel like I I feel like the death of Michael Jackson hit and hurt a lot of people. Well, obviously, in a major way. In a major way. I remember that when the announcement came through, I was riding, and it came through the radio. My homeboy was driving. He heard it and stopped the car immediately. We're in the middle of the street. He broke down and cried right there in the middle of the street. That, to me, not even knowing that he was that much of a fan at the age that we were, that I could see millions of people doing that at that moment. So I feel like that was a dope, not a dope moment, but a huge shift in pop culture.
I would also like to say that I feel like the death of Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston signaled the end of the megastar era. That would I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Drake will never be anywhere near as popular as any one of those three. Beyonce, as beautiful and talented as she is, to me, will never be that big. Like, same thing with Hov. I don't care what person you name in black culture this day. None of them are that big to where, I mean, you know what? I feel like the only person in hip hop that will be a megastar of that level would be Snoop. He's probably the last of that ilk that no matter where he steps to, people are gonna love him. Like Snoop can go universal. He's universally loved. Right.
Absolutely.
Every culture. There's no culture on the planet that, and it was the same thing with Michael Jackson. It was the same thing with Prince. These were universally loved. That's why 20 million, 100 million records, you know what I mean, 200 million. Every time you see him, people screaming and passing out. Like, they were talking about concerts. Like, he did a concert with 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And they had like 2,000-3,000 emergency vehicles because people were just habitually just screaming so loud that they faint, like they would pass out. Like, this nigga was standing there for 3 minutes and they be cheering and it would be like almost inaudible.
I had to say a word, just stand there.
I mean, like, there ain't no niggas. Nobody give a fuck. Drake ain't gonna just stand there and we gonna go crazy and we'll be like, why the fuck that nigga standing there?
Would you say that Wayne would hit that level of stardom? No.
Okay. And if that was true, he wouldn't be sitting there crying about not being able to get on the Super Bowl. He'd be the one they turning down for the Super Bowl 1,000 times. But once again, I'm not trying to disrespect or say that these niggas aren't superstars.
Right.
Megastar is different. There is a different level to megastar, meaning that your money could never really run out. Your fame, no matter what, Michael Jackson ain't did shit in 20 years, and he was still
that's true.
That nigga, like, you know what I mean? Wayne ain't really done. He been dropping music and ain't nobody care.
That's true.
Niggas is like, it is what it is. And you know what I mean? And older people, like if my mom and dad, they know who Lil Wayne is, but they probably couldn't name a Lil Wayne record.
I got you.
You know what I mean? Like, I can ask my dad, you know who Snoop Dogg? They'll be like, hell yeah, I know who Snoop. And I'll be like, Dad, what's one of Snoop Dogg's songs? He gonna know at least one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even my mom, she may not like hip hop. She might hate Snoop Dogg, but she gonna know one of his songs. He got a song called, Drop It Like It's Hot. That's one of my mom's favorite songs. Like, that's ubiquitous. Like, my grandmother, like, and then you could go down to Little Babies, and the Little Babies like, I know Snoop. You know what I mean? Like, that's different. That's a different level. So, all right. Was that yours? Or was that his?
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Who was it?
It was me. It's Kate.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. So it was 3, 2. And then I do 2.
No,
all right, mine is next. So big cultural moment. 9/11.
Yeah. That changed everything.
It fucked up air travel.
Yeah, changed the way we do air travel, changed the way we do everything. They gave that moment incorporated a whole new security, border patrol, TSA. That's a whole thing now, and it's.
And I'm gonna say this. I feel like pre 9/11, camera please. I was like pre 9/11, we had a certain level of innocence as a country because we had never been attacked.
Right.
And I feel like we were kind of like free-minded teenagers.
Right.
And we were having a blast. We was living our lives. The economy was great. You know what I mean? I think we were a hopelessly ignorant and optimistic country.
Yeah.
And then when we got hit on 9/11, it's like your mom got murdered in front of you, you know what I'm saying? And you just turned 19 or something. And now you are just like young kids. We do everything out of fear now.
Yep.
Everything is fear. Probably like I ain't never seen so many TV shows about murder and death and intrigue. But now, like post 9/11, all them CSI, NCAs, ICQ, through what all these fucking shits, man. Like the paranoid, like when before 9/11, yo, we didn't worry so much about serial killers and murder and who's gonna do this and somebody's gonna come in the country and like we weren't so accusatory. We weren't so obsessed with everything being in danger. But post 9/11, I feel like it snapped everybody out of this euphoric space we was in, and we now look at everything through this kind of like
I think it's
murder, death, kill glasses. Go ahead.
I think it's a good thing though. Like, I mean, though no 9/11 was a terrible thing, but I think with how free we were, I think it was bound to happen. So I think it was a bad thing, but I also think it was a good thing because now we got the extra security that we needed.
The reason why I disagree with that is because America need therapy, and America needs therapy because we think of the tragedy and we get angry at the people that caused the problem, but we don't realize that we caused the problem. So niggas ain't trying to kill us because they just assholes. Niggas want to kill us because we be going into niggas' countries. We be fucking around with their government. We fuck around with their money. We fuck around with the people. We take people's land. We just fucking do whatever the fuck we want to do. When we have interest in something, we just go in, fuck with niggas shit, and leave.
Yeah.
And guess what? Everybody don't like that shit.
Don't fuck with that shit.
Everybody don't like that shit. And we were so arrogant because we felt like we could do that and ain't nothing never gonna happen to it. Oh, you ain't gonna come over here and do this shit. Yeah, come over here. We used to talk that shit. Yeah, come over here and do that shit. And then somebody did.
Somebody did it.
And just like irresponsible little kids, we start freaking out. Do we take a responsibility? No. We just thought, you hit me, nigga. But nigga, you just provoked this whole thing. Yeah. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we didn't go back to the government and go, yo, let's do an assessment of what we did that's fucked up. What the first thing we do? Yo, get some more guns, get some shit. Let's go hunt these niggas down. It's their fault. How dare they? And then we started invading other people's countries, doing even more fucked up shit that caused the shit that we doing more fucked up shit now.
Reactive, not proactive.
Exactly. And we're not even trying to fix where we at. Now we done brought in a whole new generation, which kind of ushered in the Trump generation. Now you have older people that were young, my age, people my age now, we remember 9/11 and how tragic it was. So now when you get an asshole like Trump that's confident and shows himself to be a big leader, and he's talking that big daddy talk, niggas go with that shit. Because now, because at least I feel safe.
I feel safe.
I got somebody that's not scared. He's gonna back those people down. Listen to what these people are saying. That's what they saying in these rallies. Yo, we just need somebody that's gonna stand up. Stand up for who, nigga? The whole world knows that we a bully.
Yeah.
The reason why we keep putting nice people as our face is because we be doing dirty shit behind their back. Now we got dirty shit going on behind niggas' backs, and we gonna put an asshole out there to go, yeah, nigga, we doing that. What the fuck you gonna do?
Yeah.
Niggas already can't stand this. But anyway, that was 9/11. So number one, I'm sorry, Kate, we done ran off.
No, you good, you good. The camera was already on me. That's why I was smiling.
Okay, good.
So last one, number one, I'm gonna make it a little personal. Childish Gambino. You know, this was like his last tour this year. And actually he ended up canceling part of it because he got sick. And
I remember that.
Yeah, it just happened, you know. So
did you go to the concert when he came up DC?
I did. And then he not canceled it. He had like his quote unquote last tour before. And I went to that concert as well. So I went to his last two concerts, you know what I mean? So
I'm mad. I wanted to go, but I couldn't find nobody to go with me. So had I known, I would have gone with you, or I would have just taken you.
Oh man,
I was
gonna say that was before
because I've never been to one of his concerts, and I wanted to kind of go before he quit.
Yeah, before it was like Childish Gambino, because like he's still Donald Glover, but right. But Childish Gambino as an era is like over, and I appreciate it. I loved it. I went, like I said, both times. Had a blast every time. Like, it was awesome. It was awesome. Definitely super impactful. You know what I mean?
His music is next level. I
Awesome.
feel like he's somebody that should be a case study.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I feel like he was slept on, even though he sold millions. I really feel like people only focused in on the crossover albums, but really didn't really delve into that catalog. That nigga is a monster lyricist and a beautiful creative. And I love artists that don't feel restrained by any.
He's just so super mega talented. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Facts.
Like, he does everything. Like, the only other person I know that does everything like that is Jamie. And Jamie Foxx is super fucking talented as well. So I feel like Childish Gambino and Jamie kind of fit in that same boat.
Word. Okay. All right. That was great. All right. What we need you guys to do is go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right. Sign up on patreon.com/VVC Live. Also, don't forget at 9:00 tonight on our Patreon, we will have, all right, Fame, I'm gonna get you in just a second. We got Campfire Tales right on our Patreon at 9:00 tonight. So yeah, I mean, make sure if you haven't signed up on Patreon, sign up on Patreon right now. VVC Love will give you 50% off right now. So if you sign up on Patreon, put VVC Love into that motherfucking discount code joint, boom, you got 50% off. And it's only $5. So look, it'll be $2.50 for you to sign up. Give me 30 days. Come on. Give me 60 days. Come on. $2.50. Come on. It ain't hurting you. So, you know what I mean? So sign up right now. Show some love. Shout outs to Pill. Shout outs to Kate. Shout out to my homegirl Big Coochie waiting on us right now. So okay, so Fame said he was a role model, but see trafficking crazy to be like, but minus the sex trafficking, did just was doing what everybody else was doing, and he a bad guy. We love bad guys on TV, but loving bad guys in real life is dangerous. Very true. Innocent until proven guilty, all humans. Okay, Fame, pretty weird. All right, so Pill, give me a shout out.
Shout out to Kate, shout out to JS1, shout out to Cuzzo on the corner on the boards. Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned in today. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Go to the YouTube channel, VVC Life. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. That's it. Appreciate y'all.
All right, Kate.
Here. All right. Shout out to us. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to my haters.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We check y'all either next week or the new year. I don't know. Y'all see it. Just turn on for notifications so if you know we go live. We about this piece. All right, cuz. Shout out to you and let's end it. Holla. Holla.